All right, so I was waiting for Rumble to hop on, but for some reason Rumble is not working again, and I don't understand why it does this. Like I put in all the information, I have to put in all the information every time for the stream, and it for some reason doesn't run sometimes. So then I have to run it through like OBS and everything there, which honestly is just annoying. It really is annoying. I'm tired of doing that. All right, yeah, it honestly is a very annoying. I'm sorry that I have to, go through this, but yeah, it's freaking annoying. Pisses me off. All right, give me a second. Yeah, I now have to try and fix some things on the fly, try and figure out the camera situation so that it actually links. Make sure I'm removing all cameras. Okay. Um, sorry, just trying to do this on the fly here. All right, well there goes that. And let me make sure things are good on the right side. Oh, man. Where is transform? Was there an update to this or what? Like what the? Okay. So now I just need to edit the stream so that I can figure this thing out for them. Sorry, it's just a whole mess with Rumble. I don't know why it doesn't do this. I wish there was an easier process. I really don't know why I have to give a different stream key every time. I wish like I could like automatically link with Rumble so that it creates a new stream. But it doesn't let me do that. And maybe I'm missing something to have that done, but I really don't know why. All right, so let's make sure that we are good. So we got 71 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. Also, if you guys want to make sure you hit the like button, please do that. It's just, I don't know. It's going to be that type of morning, isn't it? It still says viewers are waiting, so I'm waiting for viewers to be watching. Oh, wait. Is it live? It looks like it's live on Rumble, but it still says viewers are waiting. That's weird. Comment on Rumble. There we go. It does say watching now. Okay, so if you're on Rumble, make sure you guys hit the like button. I've had some difficulties this morning, and people on YouTube have seen that. Also, people on X have seen that because I'm going through this while still on X. All right, so let's talk about Terra Luna Classic. Let's talk about the market and look at things that are happening as of right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let's say our good mornings to everyone. Good morning, everybody. And yeah, it's definitely been pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and change this screen. Come on. Give me just a... Of course you're not... Of course you're going to do that. Of course. Everything's just going to drop down, of course. I hate technology. I really do. I'm just having the most problems this morning. Like, how am I ever going to get anything done? There we go. And we'll move this over here. No. There we go. Boom. Now we got him. Okay. Don't change anything. All right, let's see what people are saying. I'm sure it's all about the struggles that I've had. That's the way to do it. Might try to short USTC once it starts to move down again. Never short a situation like this. I mean, you can. You just have to have a stop loss. You can short a situation like this, but just you never want to like hold on to that for too long. Just like if you're buying it, you want to make sure that you sell it at the right moment. I still have my 5 million LUNC. Relieved to see things are coming alive again. So am I. Hey Matt, how are you doing today? This bull run is not your first rodeo, right? The FUD, the FOMO is so back in the market. It's crazy. Yeah, I would definitely say we see the FUD and FOMO that comes in to play. And while we see things that are running up, a lot of people will just go, "No, we hate this position. It's just not going to do anything. It's ridiculous," and just all of these other things, all of the above, right? The algorithm is harsh. Is a harsh mistress. I don't know about that. I mean, sometimes. Is Binance still going to burn LUNC? As far as I know, they are. Well, I was just talking to somebody about this. I'm not 100% sure if we will see the burns, but we didn't get confirmation on whether they will or won't. But I would assume that since they didn't say, hey, we're not going to be doing these burns, then we're going to be getting burns. So that's a good thing here. I'm so cold. I'm freezing now. It was warm down here and now it's cold. Good evening. Get in and then get out. Yeah, you have to find the right moments. You have to find the right places to do that. So let's go ahead and look at what am I looking at? The crypto market for some reason. Let's go ahead and look at the crypto market sitting at a $1.44 trillion market cap. We're also seeing a 2.5% increase on the day. Currently, Bitcoin's dominance has increased. It's at 52.01%. I want to see that decrease. That's how you know we're in more of that altcoin market, the bullish like altcoin market, which is what I would like to see. If we scroll down here and look at the top 100, we're going to see Bitcoin is up again 2.5%. Ethereum up 1.6%. You see BNB that's up 0.6%. XRP that's up about 0.8%. Solana is moving. That's up. That seems to be always moving. Whether it's moving up or moving down, it's moving aggressively. And this is something that you could possibly like actively day trade in seeing the movement for this position for 8% or 10% or whatever you wanted to get. You put in $1,000 and you end up gaining $80 in that day, depending on what you see within the position. It could be a good day tradable position as well as a long-term position for some people. So find a play like that and just actively trade it while also holding some for the long term. Cardano, closing in on that 40-cent mark, and I'm sure that'll push up a lot more in the coming months. We see Tron that's up by 1.7%, Chainlink that's up by 4%, Avalanche that has increased by 5%. Let's look at the biggest movers within the top 100. We could see Terra Classic USD that's up 43% in the last 24 hours. Terra Luna Classic that's up 25% in the last 24 hours and 64% in the last 7 days. 325% for Terra Classic USD. And you're seeing this at a level of 0.000312. It's great to see that bounce off of kind of that low level of 409 and jump to holding at these 3 zeros. I want to see it get up to these 3 zeros level and then, stay there, be comfortable. I put out a tweet yesterday talking about how it just needs to be comfortable at some of these areas. And we don't see that comfortability right now. Don't spam. All right. Well, I'll give you one more time. If I see another one, I'm sure somebody else will kick you out before I do. But if I see another one, I'm going to have to. See, there you go. Mr. P, thank you for being a moderator and doing what you do. All right, so we got 129 people here and 41 likes. Make sure you guys definitely hit that like button. Anybody that's over on Rumble, I apologize for the late stream. I've had so many technical issues with Rumble that I'm actually streaming on a different software than Streamlabs, and I'm using a completely different camera. So I don't know how long this camera will last for, but hopefully it lasts a long time. It is plugged in, I believe. Yes, it is plugged in, so it's not going to lose battery or die on me at the moment. But still, it looks weird to me because it's zoomed in. It's a different color. I didn't edit any of the or adjust any of the filters or anything like that. So it looks like kind of orangish to me rather than what real life looks like. You know what I mean? But anyways, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys double tap, not double tap, but just tap the like button or drop kick the like button, whatever you want to do. Don't break your devices. Also, the people on X, thank you to 7 people that are watching over here. Feel free to comment. I'll go back and forth to see what you guys are saying. And but right now, I mean, Terra Classic USD and Terra Luna Classic both look absolutely amazing. And we're on the verge of seeing the burn. So hopefully we do see a massive burn, especially with all the volume in Terra Luna Classic recently. In USTC, they don't do a burn for USTC, I don't believe, right? It's just Terra Luna Classic, which would be amazing if they did. It will, my friend. A lot of things are on the horizon. I believe it will go beyond 1 cent, especially if USTC repeg happens. I agree. If we see that repeg that does happen, we have so much upside. And I don't know what that repeg will be because I've seen, different stable coins that have been stable at a level of 1 cent or they've been stable at a level of 5 cents or 25 cents or anything like that. And that could be a thing, right? Work your way up to $1 for USTC. But then you still always need that backing, right? What's going to be that reserve? What's going to be the backing? But I think that's in the long term. As somebody says, repeg is not a great idea right now. I think that repeg is the ultimate goal to see the chain restored. But I wouldn't say you're right, but you're also not wrong. LUNC needs to grow naturally first. Otherwise, we risk another collapse of LUNC. Yes and no. So I think even if it does grow to a certain level, we need to see growth. We need to see growth. We need to see burns. If we can see growth and we could see burns within Terra Luna Classic, then that's where Terra Luna Classic can support USTC. Because a repeg without, and I've said that before, a repeg without having Terra Luna Classic as the support system is just not going to work for this chain. It won't. You need it at a certain price. And I've always said that in order to see Terra Luna Classic, or in order to see USTC repeg and stay stabilized at that repeg level, you need to see Terra Luna Classic at a level of well above $1. Not just $1. It needs to be at like 5 or 10 times what USTC is. Because you think about the support that comes from Terra Luna Classic, once USTC depegs from the peg that they are at, so $1, it depegs. In order to get USTC back up there, you need to mint more Terra Luna Classic. And if you're minting it 1 for 1, you're going to be minting a hell of a lot of Terra Luna Classic in order to find a way to repeg USTC again. So you need to have it at a value of like $5 or $10 and get up to, those high levels. That's why it worked in the first place, was because Terra Luna Classic was at $40, $80, $120, and it's no minting right now. But once you get to a point where everything's repegged, you're going to have that minting that's turned back on. Because that's how you create that support system for USTC. My throat, I'm having like some cough issues. I just bought this thing for the desk over here, which creates like landscape or something like that. Now I've been struggling getting it working. I've been struggling getting it working because it hasn't really been like dropping the right way. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I have to like put air in there or take the air out. So we got 168 people here, guys. If you want to get me to 100 likes, we should be at 100 likes by now. So feel free to hit that like button. No problems. You have no idea. I have no idea for what. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head there. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We got 17 people that are watching on X, which I don't know if this is the most people. I haven't seen if we've had that many people before, but currently we have 17 people. So thank you guys for watching here today. We're talking about Terra Luna Classic, where it is right now. Just the idea of eventually repegging, the idea of seeing Terra Luna Classic at a higher level than just 1 cent or 3 cents, seeing it at a level of $1 or even more, right? What is that? It's like a sand thing that creates like landscape, and it's pretty cool. I like the couple of times that it created something that looked like mountains and stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm thinking LUNC will break out in an hour or so. You think it's going to create like a bull flag scenario? I mean, the rise that we saw, yesterday up to this level from about 10 a.m. All the way until about 12 p.m. and we saw it kind of level out here. And now we're seeing it again, still staying consistent around that, consolidation point or this channel here, but seeing a high here of 0.000 12.5. So we want to see this run to way higher levels to where it's worth hopefully $1 billion market cap. I feel like that will be a significant point to pull back on, but definitely looking for that level. If we look at the last 7 days, I mean, it's up 61%. We saw this increase up to this level of 13, decreasing down to breaking or adding the fourth zero, then taking away that fourth zero. So this was a brief moment, taking away that fourth zero, which is crazy. It didn't actually hit any type of solid support level, but did bounce. And you saw everything else, and it's kind of up in this area again, kind of creating this double top scenario. So hopefully it breaks out past this point and doesn't create a double top. It just creates a higher low, higher high. That would be absolutely amazing. It really depends on what Bitcoin does. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Hi, Matt. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a LUNC and Jasmy holder. Any idea about SciCom or SciCom or SciCoin? I haven't ever looked into it, I don't think. Or maybe I have. For some reason, it looks familiar. Currently sitting at a $254 million market cap. You're seeing $15.3 million worth of volume. Sorry, 13 now million dollars worth of volume. I'm sure that'll go back and forth. We're seeing it up 5% on the day. In the last 7 days, it's up about 2%. We did see a dive, which understandable, right? We saw that. We saw that yesterday. So this dive wasn't really at the same time period, but you are seeing that it did dive and recovered, which is definitely a good thing. Looking over the last month, it's up about 37%. The places that it's available on, I mean, it's available on Binance, Kraken, HTX, OKX, and 57 other pairings that are there. You do have an infinite supply. That's not something I like to see. I don't ever like to see an infinite amount that you can add in a supply, meaning that you could dilute the position by a lot. So that's not something I don't know what their dilution schedule is on whether they do consistently add more coins, or if it's like a Dogecoin situation where it automatically has a inflation rate or something. If we look at the last year, I mean, this is the highest point that it's been, but it is up 79%. And all history, we've seen this at a high here of about 8 cents, which was a $2 billion market cap. It didn't hold strong up at those levels. So I would probably be looking for these levels here of like a $1 billion market cap and maybe looking for triple that. I don't know why you saw this large push up and then just drop down very, very quickly with no type of reaction by, I guess it was an overreaction in both parts, right? FOMO and, complete, sell off. So it looks interesting, but I mean, for these high points to not show any strength, it's like, what's really the strength within this? Is it something that has no hold time, or is it something that has, a decent amount of hold time nowadays that, we've seen the market settle or seen this position settle? So, looks like it's due for another, pump up to, $2-3 billion. So yeah, I'll just say that, where you can see multiple pennies, but watch out for that dilution. I don't see any dilution right now, but watch out for it. You know what? I guess there was some dilution here from here to here. You can see the dilution with the price and how the price could go basically up to that point where it would be a 4-cent price instead of being at an 8-cent price. So I'm going to look out for that. All right, so we have 150 people here. We're almost at 100. We're almost at 100 likes. We have 82 likes right now. So hit that like button. What do I think of Bonk? I'm thinking about. I've been thinking about buying Bonk, right? But I didn't end up buying it. I think, and I also put on Twitter that I was thinking about buying another $1,000 worth of XRP. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I ended up putting $1,000 into my dividend investing portfolio. So I think I might be leaning more towards that than leaning towards investing any more into cryptocurrency. Because currently I have, a good, 30,000 or something like that invested in the cryptocurrency, some into plays that give me a lot more potential than others, and some that, may just be, more standard growth that, I expect to see, tens of thousands of dollars rather than seeing, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So that's really where I stand with it. And I don't know if I'm going to, like I said, invest any more unless I have any gains coming from crypto. Like if the gains come from crypto, then a portion of it will probably go back into other cryptocurrencies and invest in other cryptocurrencies. But I have some positions that I have here, but I don't think I plan on buying a hell of a lot more. Like I'm not going to go ahead and just throw $1,000 on something or $2,000 on something. I think I'm going to stay, conservative. What I want to do is I want to invest a lot less, keep what I'm invested here, but invest a lot less and, kind of pay off all good debts and bad debts. So, mortgages and student loans and stuff like that. I'd rather do that, even though I feel like I can gain a higher percentage with this. I want to be able to pay those things off first before I start really investing a heavy amount into, cryptocurrency, even though, 30,000 is still a significant amount. It's just, I know people that have 30,000 in just one position. So they have like a good 100K into different cryptocurrency projects. So, it's always interesting. I had one of them as a kid, and the sand thing seemed to be working a lot better with no plastic panel with blue liquid in it. So you said it would work a lot better with no plastic panel on top of it, but it with the blue liquid there. They tell me to put in air and take out air. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. LUNC needs to break above 0.003 and stay there. Right now it is slowly climbing up by the hour, and if it breaks below the trend line, it will find the next level of support. All right. With the plastic panel. Yeah, I can see the plastic panel that's on it. I just never want to do anything to it. Hi, bro. Any news on why LUNC is volatile? Not right now. No. There's no real major news as to why Terra Luna Classic, is increasing as much, you're decreasing as much. I mean, it should be, with the amount of holders and the amount of popularity that's in it, we should be seeing this move aggressively, whether it's to the downside or to the upside. It should be doing that. You have some info about TVK swapping and rebranding to Vannery. Do I have any detail? I mean, or Vanner chain. I have a little bit of detail. I didn't make a video, but I had a little integration within a video talking about Vanner chain and how you have that move from TKV, which it's still going to be, or sorry, TVK, which is still going to be TVK. It's just going to be relabeled as Vanner chain, which if you want to go and check that out, I mean, feel free to go and check it out. TVK was my best performing coin in the last 30 days, made some nice cash. Yeah, I saw some movement within TVK, a lot of it more recently before I even did the integration. So we are just pumping, or do the whales know something we don't? Well, honestly, I wouldn't know if the whales know something that we don't, but yes, for the time being, it seems like we are just pumping, we're just moving, and it's well deserved, right? Terra Luna Classic is pumping because you didn't see this really move, and I'll say this, right? It's not 100% the reason, but you didn't really see this thing move in all of that movement that we saw with Bitcoin, with XRP, with Ethereum, with all of this movement that we saw there. Terra Luna Classic remained at 4 zeros, right? Yes, while you did see maybe a good 5% increase at times, and then that 5% went away, you're now seeing the increase that we should have seen over that whole entire time within a short period of time. So are people subscribed? Is this a subscribers only chat? I just want to make sure, because we have some spam that's going on. So right now it's a subscriber only chat. Yes. What about Dot? I think Dot is a great play. I have no problems with Dot. There's a lot that are in the top 100 that you can look at and go, you have no issues with them at all, and what they're building. I mean, you currently have 1.2 billion coins in circulating supply. You can see that, or sorry, not circulating supply. Yeah, circulating supply, but you're also looking at a $6.6 billion market cap. You're seeing $175 million worth of volume, so it's pretty standard in a top 100 coin that you are seeing there. In the last 7 days, it's up 4 or 5%. In the last month, it's up 27%. The last year, it's slightly up. It's kind of at break even. So you're basically seeing the ability to invest at these lower lows and eventually get to some of these higher highs of the $54 and seeing a 10x return, if not more than that, as you can see the bull market that happens and it ends up jumping over some of these levels. So yeah, Dot looks really, really good. No dilution problems within the position. You do have an infinite supply, so you can add more as time goes on. However, it doesn't look like they have any form of dilution within here. You can see the adjustment. If you go from price to market cap, you have no type of dilution that has happened there. Now, this was a $50 billion market cap. So from where we are at about a $6 billion market cap or so, we'll basically see that get up to that level, to that $50 billion market cap or $60 billion market cap, and have that 10x return up to that point. Now, I don't know what their schedule is for maybe diluting the position, if that is the case, but it doesn't look like they have anything on their plate when it comes to the investment side of this. So ultimately, yeah, you can see a major mover in Polkadot, and it's available on so many different exchanges that you're going to see that volume when the bull market does happen. It's just something that's kind of sitting on the sidelines a little bit right now. I did I did briefly reach $900 in my Kraken portfolio. If you guys are wondering, and maybe you are, maybe you aren't, I'm at $896.78. I'm up almost $400 on this portfolio since investing into these. Now, if you don't know what this portfolio is, I invested into random positions. So not really random, but lower end positions, and not really investing for any type of, reason behind what it is. It's more of like, I see the market cap and I want to invest in where that market cap is, and basically assume that the market cap is going to be a lot higher, right? So while I have things like Moons that's sitting at what, like a $1 million market cap, a $12 million market cap, and can find a way to, maybe 10x to a $100 million market cap, I can go from $2, to, $20 or something like that. Or even further than that, I can gain, $200 or whatever. So yeah, I'm looking for that to, create a lot more within this portfolio. I invested $500 and I want to see what that $500 portfolio can turn into. And so far, it's been amazing seeing this grow to a $900 portfolio from $517. So there's 201 people that are here, and there's only 96 likes. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, which means that you just don't have the ability to scroll down just a little bit, hit that like button, get me up to 100 likes. I believe at this point it should be like 150. So just tap that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as for the Rumble algorithm. We got 44 people over on Rumble, and we have 9 people that are watching on X. So thank you guys for watching, and 1 person on Twitch, 1 person on Kick. Doesn't seem like there's many on Twitch and Kick. Had well, sorry, let me go back here. Luna is pumping because of USDC, a perpetual contract launched by Binance. I feel like that's not a main reason as to why you would see Terra Luna Classic move as much as it is. I feel like that's not the main reason. I feel like too many people are sleeping on Dot. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. It definitely is a sleeper play, being at 6 billion, but it is worth 6 billion. So you know that it's going to be a consistent mover. You know that it's going to be something that is worth a lot in the end, in the bull run. And it's confirmed to be up at those levels. While you have other things that are down in maybe the $100 million market cap level, or $20 million market cap level, and you're like, is it really going to get up there? And that's where you're questioning. You understand that it has so much potential, but it also has potential to be very limited, right? So you want to invest into a play that's going to be kind of that consistent mover. I'm so cold. Give me a second. All right, so we're over 100 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. And man, I think it's more of a jump for people who feel like they missed the pump from a few days ago. You think it's more of a jump for people who feel like they missed the pump. So you think it's going to be, you think it's just a recovery. So typically when you see that happen, let's go to Terra Luna Classic. Let's find it. And yeah, typically when you see that happen, you're going to see this remain at a lesser amount. So what you will see is through the last 7 days, you'll see it increase, and then it won't even get back to this peak point. It won't be a double top scenario. It'll be something that looks like it's stair stepping on the way down, if that's what you're getting at. Saying that saying that this is just like, a recovery pump. So like increase and then it decreases and then they find a low point, which isn't a previous resistance typically, or previous support level. Previously, they're looking for a previous support level or resistance level to bounce off of. But this happened in the middle of dropping and probably filling this gap, honestly. So it has increased, and now we're seeing it up at this high level. I need like some food or something. I'm talking about USDT. So we will see how all of this ends up shaping out, shaping up. That's the term. Guys, we have 42 people on Rumble. Actually, let me put my Rumble link in the chat. That's not the Rumble link. Let me go back here and let me find Rumble. We are 3 people away from hitting 450 followers on Rumble. 450 followers. Follow me on Rumble. I knew I put 2 spaces there. I knew it. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm so cold. I'm like, where did I go? I just leave on occasion. I'll just get up and walk out. Yes, we have 215 people here, 123 likes, and then we have 11 people that are over on X. Thank you guys for watching. Adam versus Dot, which one is the winner? I like Adam a lot better. No offense to Dot or any people that are holding Dot. I like Cosmos. I have 60 Cosmos. I don't have any Dot right now, but I've always said like, hey, I want to hold, Polygon or Dot. Like I would love to hold one of the two, and I didn't ever. Well, I think I do hold Matic, and as we go into my Kraken portfolio, when I do gain some more gains out of this portfolio, so when this does rise a hell of a lot more, and I could pull some out of maybe Celestia or maybe, Star Atlas, which honestly, I think I could pull some out of here. I'll probably invest into Dot. I want to buy like 10, like one. No, I'll probably buy like 1 or 2. So I'll invest like $10 and hopefully that turns to like $50 or $60 worth, and I'll have $120 from that position. I don't expect it to be a lot within here, but I do want to invest a decent amount, something like very small, $5, $10, and hopefully it turns into something, a lot bigger, which I think it will. Do you think USTC and LUNC are moving due to the extradition of Do Kwon? In my view, it could be. There's no way to know what will happen to him. So maybe it's the what if he's let go or let off. I don't know if that's the case, because that would have been the reaction from the beginning, right? So I really don't know. I would say that that's probably not the main reason, or even a part of the reason, but it's always in the back of someone's mind, like what happens if, you know, Do Kwon, you know, comes back to the community and what he does, right? There's plenty of people that are talking about how Do Kwon can save Terra Luna Classic. And honestly, he should have done that from the beginning. As it collapsed, he shouldn't have given up on Terra Luna Classic. People were thinking that he was going to find a way to recover Terra Luna Classic and the Classic chain. But that never happened. Right. And maybe it will in the future. And that's what's crazy. Is like the unknown is what makes it very, very interesting for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Let me edit the transform on this. I gotta take some more off the top, 300, and add some more on the bottom, 300. There we go. And let me take some off the sides here. Edit transform. Crop on the left side, 550. And we'll do 800. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Well, maybe a little bit better. I feel like my head's too close to the top, but whatever. Maybe my head's not close enough to the top on, you know what, it doesn't matter. Hey Matthew, appreciate what? Appreciate it? I appreciate you guys for being here. This is just a show with Do Kwon. Someone has to be punished, unfortunately. I think next will be a USDC drop to 5 cents, 5 cent area, or you're saying 0.05? You're saying next will be a drop to the 5 cent area for USTC, which is currently sitting at what, 5.6 cents, 5.7 cents, up 33, 32%, 34%. Seeing about $632 million worth of volume. I'm excited to see, you know, what the burn ends up looking like if we do see burns that happen there. Sorry for the coughing, but I just need to clear my throat. We got too close. Live chat, and then you will see the like button. Or got to close the live chat, and then you'll see the like button. Is that really how that goes? It's only on your phone when you do that. Because when I watch a live stream on my computer, it's just like the like button's right there. I lost my Matic transferring to Uphold. Used Matic Network instead of ERC20. Crappy scenario. I hear you. I never want to get into a situation where that does happen. I always like double, triple check, but I know that people make mistakes. I've made mistakes. And a lot of times what I do is I send a test, unless it's Ethereum. If it's an Ethereum network, to where I'm trading or swapping directly on the Ethereum network, I have to send it all. I'm not paying 2 fees of like $15 or $20 in order to send it, and make sure that I secure a send. I just need to double check everything, make sure everything is right, and then know that I'm sending it to kind of the right network, the right wallet, all of that stuff. And then I'll go about it. But every other one, like BNB, I'll do like 2 tests. Or, you know, CRO, I'll do 2 tests. But also Terra Luna Classic, I'll do a test. But with Ethereum, I do no tests. I'm not paying $40 in fees just to send something securely. As soon as YouTubers start talking about a pump, please believe it is actually. Please believe it, and it actually pumped. Just invest. It's about algorithms. I don't know what you're saying there. You can pretty much forget about Do Kwon. He is yet to be extradited. and faces charges of financial fraud. I mean, we'll see. Free my homie Do Kwon. He did nothing wrong. That's one way to put it. That is one way to put it. Anyways, is there anything else like anybody else is watching? I wanted to go maybe into like what's trending right now, what's new within the cryptocurrency market as well, just to see if there is something brand new that maybe people may be interested in. Let's see. So trending on this page, you know what's trending: Terra Luna Classic, Terra USD. Seeing Chainlink trend more than Terra Luna Classic and Terra USD is crazy. Python Network is also trending, which has $82 million worth of volume. I know that this position has about 15% of the total supply that's out there, and it's something that does bother me as you see that. It has done, I believe, nothing but decrease since introduction, right? So in the last, I guess the last few days, like 9 days or so, we saw this increase to a level of, 54 cents, which it kind of started at that level, but then started to decrease, and now we're seeing it on the decline. Now it could be worth a hell of a lot more, and honestly, this overall, like if the fully diluted market cap is $4.1 billion, that's something where you start to worry about it, because right now it's worth $626 million. So I would like to see all of that dilution happen before I decide to make any type of an investment in there. So I'm not saying, you're saying Pyth is going to be a monster. I'm not saying Pyth won't be a monster. I just want to invest at the right time before they decide to dilute the hell out of you. Sorry about that. I apologize. You need to like clear my throat. It's not like a full cough. I need to clear. And it gets worse as you talk. I've been trying to tell you. So Rabbit X is a global permissionless perpetuals and derivatives exchange built for traders. It still has a low market cap and is doing like 4 to 6 million daily. I thought you should see it. Well, thank you for bringing it my way. I appreciate it. I'm always interested in different plays. Like I put out on Twitter, I'm looking for plays that are somebody else's like crypto gem. What's your gem in the cryptocurrency market that you feel like is undervalued, very undervalued, and not on the top 100? We know that we have the top 100, and all of those can be undervalued by a massive amount. We're talking about things that are outside the top 200, things that may be worth 100 million or less. What's your big play? So yeah, Solana's trending, Bitcoin's trending, Ethereum's trending, Celestia is trending. You're seeing Grok that is trending. That's up in the last 7 days, 227%, which is phenomenal. It is down 15% in the last 24 hours, which honestly can create a buying opportunity if you see something within it. However, like I said, I really don't want to, especially being on the Ethereum network. If it was something easy to invest on an exchange, then yes, I would love to invest more into Grok. But the issue is that once it does get on one of those exchanges, Grok will be worth a lot more. Do I really want to buy at a higher point if my cost basis is 2 cents? Do I really want to buy at a level of 10 cents? Probably not. I mean, you can see the opportunity, but I don't know. And I'm so cold. See, there's a vent up here, and the vent was closed. That's why. Get that heat down here. Give me that heat. Now, how much Terra Luna Classic you buying? How much am I buying? I'm not buying anything. I have 57 million, and I'm keeping that 57 million. 100% community ran, contract renounced, 4chain is a low-key gem. LUNC going up again. Is it like just going up right now? So we want to see that like absolutely explode. Like an explosion for Terra Luna Classic, yes, 25, 50, 50% would be fantastic. We want to see 100, 200% in this position because it deserves it, right? What validator you have your LUNC staked with? Mainly stake bin, I believe. I believe I was trying to move things. So wait, is there something else that people are voting on? Decrease the validator set of Terra Classic to 100 from 35. Oh, you're saying like decrease the amount of validators? Is that what that is? From wait, to 100 from 35. Decrease the validator set of Terra Classic to 100 instead of 135. I'm sure all validators will vote for that. Hi, Matt. Outside of crypto, do you buy stocks for a good dividend return? I have just bought rental property for passive income. Sorry. Rental property for passive income and a few stocks. So I don't invest in real estate. I would love to invest in real estate. I haven't done that yet. That would be like our next journey. And when I say our next journey, it would be like Erica and I's decision to do that. However, I think we need to get to a point where we pay off all of our good and bad debt first before we dive into that. And I know buying like a rental property, well, right now, you may end up getting a good deal as a buyer versus the only thing is that you'll be paying a high interest rate if you are not buying in cash until the interest rates do finally come down. So I would probably say that's going to be a decision that we end up making, and then we'll move into that area. But when it comes to stocks, yeah, I'm always buying stocks. I have a dividend portfolio. Let me actually go over here. Go to Robinhood. I have a dividend portfolio on Robinhood that I actually usually dive into on my Matthew Perry 2 channel, where I go into all the different dividend plays that I buy. Yesterday, I bought more Realty Income, which I hold now $1,000. And today, I'm going to buy $1,000 more of Realty Income. Just to be able to, capture and get closer and closer to 100 shares of that. And once I get to 100 shares, and I'm going to start investing into, some more plays and probably a little bit more risky plays that give me more of a return and also give me the dividend as well. So yes, I invest in the dividend, stocks. I invest into just stocks in general. I wish that I put out a tweet recently talking about how I wish Coinbase offered a dividend, and maybe they will in the future, but I feel like they should with the APYs that they offer. But I wish that Coinbase offered a dividend because I would buy Coinbase immediately and hold on to it forever if they offered a dividend. I like what Coinbase does because I'm huge on crypto, and as the only like publicly traded exchange, I mean, that's huge. So to answer your question, yes, I do invest into stocks. Tonic is my lottery ticket. Speaking of lottery tickets, I haven't checked my lottery ticket. I also on the Matthew Perry 2 channel, or the reaction channel that I have, I usually go over like playing the lottery and see what the chances are, the statistical chances of winning the lottery, which obviously are, like 302 million to 1. and even winning lower end, like the $10,000, prize is still like a million plus to one. And then obviously winning five numbers is like 32 million to one or 29 million to one or something like that, which is better than 32 million, but it's still highly unlikely for you to just get to five numbers. However, if you're playing it consistently and playing a certain amount of money, eventually you will have better chances of winning with how many times you are playing. However, it still is very limited and is 100% gambling. So if you cannot afford to do that, don't do it. How about options? I really don't trade options that much. I've traded a couple of options and I'm not at break even. I'm probably at a loss in the options that I did trade. I did make money on some crypto options that I've played, but when it comes to stock options, no, it hasn't really worked the best for me. I usually work better under just buying or shorting the position short term. They offer a max yield ETF called Coney. Who are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. So we have 214 people here, guys. I would like to get to 200 likes. I would imagine this is a new set of people that has come in here. So feel free to hit that like button. How much do you roughly earn per year on dividend portfolio? So right now, um, I haven't gone through the math and exactly what that's going to be. I'm going to create a spreadsheet for that to break down my dividend portfolio and break down dividends as a whole and what you will receive, what you can project in the future for that position, the strength of that dividend and all of that stuff. But right now, like I haven't even received dividends from some of the positions that I do hold because it is so early. I just recently started that dividend portfolio maybe like a month and a half ago with $62. And now it's sitting at about $5,000, $4,800 at the moment. uh, use Trust Wallet and just send ETH and swap on Pancake or Uniswap. That's what I do. I've made over $120 on Grok. So yeah, I have $214 worth of Grok. I would like to have maybe a little bit more than that. But I really don't want to, one, pay the fees, and two, I didn't want to purchase any more. I didn't want to buy any more cryptocurrency, but every time I see a new opportunity, I'm like, I have to pounce on that opportunity, right? It just feels right being involved in that opportunity, especially when we're still like at the bottom of the market and we're ready to explode to 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 5 trillion, $10 trillion worth of an entire market cap. So I can't wait for that to happen. And what is Grok going to be worth at that point? It's not even on any major exchange and we're seeing millions of dollars worth of volume, right? Yes, it is on like tier 2 exchanges, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's on tier 2 exchanges. Let me see. Let me duplicate this because I want to keep these two up. So I believe Grok is on like tier 2, right? Like MEXC. I don't consider MEXC a tier 1 exchange. I know some people will consider that, but I don't. Gate.io, MEXC, BitGet, BingX. I only consider a few at tier 1, right? When you naturally have, billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars that flow through there, I would consider that, right? When you have a lot of users onto the platform or use your platform, I consider those tier 1, even though crypto.com doesn't generally grab a lot of liquidity in a certain play. I still consider them as a tier 1 exchange, right? But I consider the top of the top, there's the S tier exchanges, which are Binance and Coinbase. And then you have, tier 1 exchanges, right below that, the S tier, where it's KuCoin, Kraken, Crypto.com, those exchanges. But then you have ones that are below that where it's tier 2, and that would be, in my opinion, MEXC, Bitmart, Gate.io. So those would be my exchanges, that exchange lists. Maybe I can go through like a video talking about that on like my Matthew Perry 2 channel if you guys want to check that out. Wow. I'm sure a lot of people have lost a lot, but I had 30K stacked in, and they just closed all the sites down. Pretty much can't do anything. Not sure if anyone else had any luck getting their coins back as they are trading on Uniswap. Is there any tricks to choose lottery numbers, or is it totally random? So I would say if you're going to do it, the best bet, what would give you a little bit better or a little bit more of an edge, is by one, picking some numbers that consistently come up. For some reason, it doesn't make sense how the numbers do come up and they're like close to one another, but there are some that are outliers. So if you can find some combinations, if you can find some sets that come up, you'll be able to see that, you'll have more that hit. So you find those numbers that you want. I usually play about, in the month, I'll play maybe 10 plays, all the plays within the month, and then I will do 5 sets within that, and I'll pick like some of the more popular numbers, and then I will play those consistently every single week in and week out, and see what you can do. Now, there's also the play of having just completely random, a random pop up, because maybe now that playing that, just understanding you only have the factor of like whatever the amount of plays you have played. So if you've played, let's say, 100,000 times, you have a great chance of doing that. You have a great chance of not saying winning the lottery, but a better chance than a normal person, because you played 100,000 times within the lottery without winning. However, if you play 100,000 times with the same set of numbers that never hit, well, now you have a little bit better of a chance, because the previous week, what you're noticing is that even though the overall odds are the same, you have a better chance because you're looking at the same set of numbers last week that will not hit in the next week following. Or if you look at the ones from the weeks prior, you know that those won't hit as well. So that same combination is completely out of it, and it's not going to be hit in that way, in that order. So it just gives you a little bit better of a chance, but either way, it's still highly unlikely to see you win the lottery. But again, this is not a proven method, because I have never won the lottery. I've won the most that I've won, I think, was like from my lottery ticket within the month was probably like $100+. No, $400 was actually the highest. So that's the most that I've won, which if you do it this method, you'll probably end up paying, let's say, $100 a month, which would be $1,200 a year, to give yourself a chance to win multiple millions of dollars. Now, you also only have the chance of, you have multiple layers that you can win. So not only are you looking to win 6 numbers, you're looking to win 5 numbers, and you're looking to win 4 numbers. And as you get to some of those levels, it adds up and brings your value to a lot higher. So I have a spreadsheet that breaks down the lottery, and I wanted to go over that this month, because I did just play the last one for the month, and I don't even know if I won anything, because I haven't checked it the whole entire month. It would be great if I go back to it and it's like, you won $1 million. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to hear. So that's kind of the surprise that I really want. And I don't know if I want to record that reaction in any way, but that's what I want to be able to do, is have that surprise. Like, hey, you played the lottery, forget about it. Oh, well, let's go ahead and check this ticket. And when you check the ticket, it's like you won $1 million. Like, oh, all right, then let me cash this in. You know, it would be always great to get that surprise. It's kind of like waking up on Christmas morning and knowing that you have a bunch of presents downstairs or something like that, or you have like that red bicycle. I never had that as a kid, by the way. I got socks for Christmas, things that were necessities. It's like, um, it's like why if we're gonna buy you socks anyways, we might as well wrap the socks and give them to you for Christmas, because now it's a Christmas present. What is the official Grok token? There are so many fake ones. Yeah, there are people that are creating fake ones, and it's just a problem. It's the one that's sitting at a $158 million fully diluted market cap. This is the quote unquote real one, I would say, which is listed on many different exchanges. Other ones are not, right? They're not even listed on anything and just trade on Uniswap or something like that. So there are a lot of like fake ones, even though technically this is not like the real like AI Grok. This is just a meme against that. Anyways, let me see what I believe I um wanted to move some things. So yeah, I have 13 million with StakeBin, but I also have 10 million with all nodes. I have 10 million with Orion. I have 8 million with Happy, and I have 5 million with Interstake 1. I actually want to undelegate some. How do you pick the max? 9. Wait, 8, 7. How much is it? What is going on here? I hate that. How much do I have staked with them, and how much do I need to take out? My balance right now is, you have a fee of 100 LUNC? How much is 100 LUNC? That's not that much, right? Still expensive. Some should go towards burning. 999. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. How the heck do I just select the max? Why does it make me type it in? This is dumb. I want to select the max amount of LUNC and just, there we go. I just click on the number. I had to be stupid for a second. Dog coins look like they're going to break out, really? So like Shiba Inu to 1 cent. Got to get them Christmas presents out there, fam. Safe travels today. Yeah. Safe travels for you guys as well. I don't know if it's snowing for anybody. It was snowing yesterday for me. Matt, look the project. Wait. Matt, look the project. If you have 1 minute, chain GPT. I don't know if I'm going to like look at it on screen, but let's go ahead and check it out. Chain. So this is currently sitting at a $40 million market cap with $10 million worth of volume. Let me see. Available in KuCoin, available in Gate.io, available in BitGet. Doesn't look horrible. I would say the circulating supply is something that bothers me, though. You know, you're seeing give me a second, fully diluted market cap of 1.4 or 140 million. But the current market cap is at a 38 million because there's only 27% of the supply that's out there. So again, that's something that may, have, maybe troublesome in a way, but does look pretty interesting as a play, especially being listed on exchanges. It's just like I want to see less dilution, right? I don't like dilution, but it looks very, very interesting. I'll tell you that. I'm not looking to invest any more money into any new cryptocurrencies, but what I will do is throw money into cryptocurrencies that I already have. So I'm probably going to throw a lot more into Grok, but you can see that there are others out there with a ton of opportunity, and I know there's so many opportunities out there and I may miss out on a bunch, and that's fine. But if others can find those opportunities and invest in those opportunities, then that's great for them as well. What do I think about Metal and XRP? I'm a big fan of XRP. I don't know what they like, if there's like a connection between the two that's there. This doesn't seem to be dropping. Can I shake it? Now it's doing something. It's doing something here. But it doesn't mean that it's going to continue to drop. Yep, it just stopped. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Honestly, we can never get in on all the opportunities. We can only manage the ones that we can handle. True. If there's, like, with a lot of people, what they will assume is that, you can just buy into every single opportunity that is out there. And it's very difficult to throw all your money into various plays and diversify too much, because then you miss out on the opportunities that you truly believe in, right? You're just investing into everything. It's like, I'd rather invest $5 into 4,000 coins than find the top 15 coins and invest most of my money into a lot of those. It's like, that doesn't really make sense to do that and investing in all of the coins that are out there. Like, just find the ones that you believe in. If you see other ones that show you an opportunity as well, then that's fantastic. But it doesn't mean that you have to purchase it. Don't force yourself to spend money because it's just like you frivolously spending somewhere else. Even though this is considered an investment, it may be creating more of a gambling problem. As you see, the opportunities, you're like, I need to get in there. I need to invest into that play because it's going to be huge. But you already have positions that you believe are going to be huge, right? So if you have more money and you want to invest in something, put it back into the positions that you truly believe in, right? For me, I have what I want to hold for Jasmine. I have what I want to hold for Terra Luna Classic. I have what I want to hold for Krill, for ADA. I would like to have more Anchor. I would like to have more Grok. I would like to have, for some reason I can't think of the positions that we have here, but I would like to have more of a lot of other positions that I do have. Caspa, that's the one I was thinking of. But what I do have is still going to give me a gain. It's just not going to give me the significant gain that everybody really wants to see. I don't know why. Yeah, this isn't See if it could drop down. Give me something, man. I feel like there's maybe not enough water in here. Or air. Doesn't look like there's a lot of air bubbles. Spamming hard. Who's spamming hard? Soon will be for big spenders too. Just saw your CRO burn video. Pumped. Are you going to continue to add to your CRO position? I don't know. I don't know if I will. I think I might be good on what I do have and then just collect what I can collect. Because right now I have, like I said, 89 going on 90,000 CRO, which is honestly not a ridiculous amount, but for the price that it's at, you're giving me like a $6,000-$7,000 balance, which is my highest balance that I do have across the board. So am I looking to invest into, actually, let me go back here. Let me see if I can copy this. Because anything, like for some reason, anything that I give you for an opportunity, right? So something that I talk about that may be a gem or a play, I might not have a position in, but I do see it as a mover. Come on. What is going on here? There we go. What was I going to do? I was going to show like Terra Luna Classic, and I think I was talking about something, but I totally forgot. Oh, CRO. That's what I was going to go into. So I have, let's see, let's go into my DeFi wallet because I have the majority of my CRO over there. I think I'm still in the staking period or unbonding period. So I did officially unbond all of my Cosmos, which is a great thing. But I think I want to move that to like Coinbase or restake it because I was staking with somebody that gave me like 20%, but then also ended up being jailed at the time. That's like saying you got like you were working with a business partner and they did something illegal or something like that. Like that's not what, I don't know what they're being jailed for. I guess they're jailed for certain acts that they make or certain things that they do. But I went from having 50, I didn't invest any more into Atom, and I went from having 50 Atom to having 69 Atom. So I added on another almost 20 Atom. And at this level of adding on 20 Atom, that's phenomenal because Atom was up to $45. And seeing that up to $45 per coin would be huge for how much I have, right? So holding 10 at $45 would give me, $400. So if I'm holding, 2x that or 3x that, I'm looking at over $1,000 or over $2,000 worth of, Cosmos from holding, I guess, buying at a lower level, which was $11. And right now it is at below my cost basis. But I can't wait for Atom to truly blow up. And you'll end up gaining a lot from that. So I think I might end up moving that to Coinbase as well. But I can also stake it here if I really wanted to and gain some more Atom. So if I wanted to stake and I go to Atom, I would select whatever the max amount. Oh wait, not now. I would probably stake somewhere around 68 instead of 69. Or you know what? I would stake 65 and just keep some out. Or you know what? I'll stake 50. I'll stake 50 and leave a certain amount out so that I would be able to sell a little bit at certain highs before I have to go through the unbonding period. And if I staked it, I could stake it with, let me see. I don't know who to stake it with. trying to find a name that I know. There's crypto.com stake. There's Terra nodes. No. I'll figure that out later. But I feel like I need to stake it and get a little bit more Atom in the long run. But currently we're seeing 233 people here. We almost have 200 likes. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button. And we have 35 people that are watching on Rumble. With 11 likes, feel free to hit that like button there as well. All nodes for Atom. Yeah, I can't find. Yes, crypto.com spreads are crazy high. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy on Coinbase Advanced and pay the fee. Yeah, crypto.com spreads are ridiculous. But when you buy on a certain platform and you can send over to, let's say, your DeFi wallet, if you really wanted to, you can send back and forth, but then you end up paying the fees on the chain. But the spreads can be ridiculous. So like if you, what I typically do is like if I have BNB in my wallet and I want to sell it, I'll send it to crypto.com because that's the best place that I can send it to. Everywhere else, it doesn't allow me to really send it. I hope that maybe Uphold will be an option, but even Uphold spreads are not the best. But yeah, I feel like, sorry, I was reading something. I feel like what I could do is find another place to send it to where I can get better spreads, but still have, maybe like a $15 fee. Because if I send BNB over to, like, say I send $1,000 or $2,000 over to crypto.com, one, it's going to cost me a little bit to send it to crypto.com, which it's not a lot. It's a very small amount sending on the BNB on the smart chain. But then also, it's when it gets to how much I have, it tells me I'll have like 1,900 or something like that. And then when I go to sell, it'll tell me that I have like $1,860. So it took out a $40 difference between all of the BNB that I may have there. So the spreads end up being worse than you just paying a higher fee. You pay a low fee, but the spreads are crazy. So can't really like that, but I'm sure that will change within the exchange when that does officially launch. Maybe it doesn't, but typically when you have some sort of advanced version or, exchange version, it ends up being cheaper. I do have some that's unbonding though. I wanted to check my CRO that was unbonding at the time. So more actions. View unbonding details. I have 30,000 CRO that's going to be unbonded in 9 days. And the reason why I'm unbonding that is I'm actually going to send that over to crypto.com so that I can stake it for the Jade Green card as soon as it does get to a value where it is above $4,000 worth. And the reason why I would stake that is for two reasons. Well, probably more reasons than that. One would be to gain the rewards currently, and then also see that growth that comes with it and the ability to upgrade that to the icy white card. So I'll get the benefits now, but then I'll also get the extended benefits that come with it when you have the icy white card, which is like the Netflix and the Amazon and all of these other things that you feel like you gain a lot with while holding that. Hey, Matt, you think there's a lot of FOMO driving the price up, possibly dump coming? Um, I think, yeah, there will always be FOMO. If you see something that's running by 25, 30, 40%, whatever, typically you'll see the investment side of it where you'll see the larger run where it just continues to run up. And with that run up comes a lot of people that are looking to get in on the play before it starts to really explode, because you never know, right? You've seen a lot of these that start out with an explosion, and then the explosion continues and continues and it continues and it continues. And you end up having a lot of people that make a ton of money out of it. Like with the first run up that we saw with Terra Luna Classic, when it did hit its low, like really, really low, where it was where I bought, which was 0.000006. After that level, it just continued to run. It went from my value of 40 something dollars to like 1,000 plus in a matter of like hours, and then jumped up and then started to retrace a little bit. And then people were like, all right, the retracement's coming. Maybe some of them sold. And then you see the FOMO again. It continues to run, continues to run. And it's not a reasonable retracement. Same thing happened with Caspa, right? Caspa still hasn't seen a decent sized retracement, but it's still running. And I'm glad that I have $500 worth, but I would have liked to have gotten more, and I would have gotten more at a lower level if it did come down and have a reasonable retracement, but it didn't have that. So who knows what will happen with Caspa, but that's probably what they're seeing here is more FOMO is driving everything, and it's going to continue because people know what Terra Luna Classic is capable of. More than that, I was able to buy a lot of different cryptos on KuCoin. I live in New York, so it's impossible to buy anything here. It's ridiculous. They say there's a way to open an account on KuCoin. Do you have any ideas? I don't. I can't say that I do. I apologize for not being able to have information for people that live in New York, but I don't live there, so I'm glad I don't live there, because then I would be upset and I would definitely move. Like that's just how I would deal with it. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of other people. Tennessee says VPN. Eventually, you'll have that clarity to be able to trade cryptocurrency. I hope it goes above $1 again. That's tough to say. Would love to see it above $1 as well, but it's tough to say whether it actually will jump above $1 because there's a lot of things that have to happen. But it's good to see this movement in the time being, right? Or for the time being. We just need to see more. We want to see more. Do you play ups and down strike options on crypto.com? I want to, but I like to see a video or something before I did. So yes, I did play up and down option. I gained money on one and I lost money on another. So I played it on BTC, and it looked like BTC was going to continue to dive. So I played the down, and I ended up losing money on that one. That was my second play. And then the first one, I played BTC. I played it on the up and gained like $80 out of it. And you could sell it any time. It's very simple. It's very easy. The only thing I would say is that with crypto.com's different pricing that comes with it. Oh, I know why this is like grainy. It's because it's on a different, it's not on like video. It's on camera or a picture. I know why. That makes sense. But yeah, I think the ups and downs are great. I like playing options, and I mean, being able to do that, you're spending less money. If you believe that it's going to move up in a short term, then you end up making that move, especially if you're watching the market and you see that there's a bounce coming. Yeah, definitely find that ability to, you can only have a max that you can make, but definitely make that move shorter term, and you'll have maybe a different spread where you do get stopped out at, but you can make so much money out of it if you play it the right way. You can also lose a decent amount of money. So just be careful. Also, Caspa was fairly launched. No allocations, no selling pressure. Should not be too crazy on dumps. So it holds the price decent. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. That's definitely a really, really good point. And that's probably why you've seen the pumps last so long without any type of major. I mean, even though it was a fair launch, you still have people to being able to buy a lot and sell whenever they want to. So fair launches don't necessarily mean that you will not see dumps, but you probably have more people that are buying a consistent amount rather than a massive amount or being like the biggest whales in a certain position. But I'm sure you have bigger whales now. Come on, LUNC, $5 token. First of all, it's a coin. I have a VPN for 2 years for like $70 off the coin market cap diamonds. Hey Matt, remember RSC that I told you about last week? Look at it now, bud. What is it doing? Hey, one could dream. I mean, that would be fantastic if it does. You consider LUNC a token? Uh, I mean, um, no, but so yeah, we have 209 people here. We're probably going to be here for a little bit longer. Actually, we might be here for a lot longer today. So hopefully some things move quite a bit. I'm freaking cold, but I'm gonna have to get Harper on the bus. Hayden will be down here and she'll be eating, breakfast with me. Um, am I saying the right breakfast? She'll be eating breakfast with me. But yeah, as we see things that really start to run, I'm sure we'll get a lot more interest and a lot more within the live streams. If you guys want to go and follow me on Rumble, again, my Rumble link is right here. Let's see if we hit. So we're still at 447 followers. Would love to get to 450 followers or so. Definitely need to do a giveaway at 500 followers. I'll tell you that. So if you guys want to hit that follow button, feel free to do so. Yeah, I got a lot of how many coins are you guys investing into altogether? Coins or tokens, just cryptocurrency investments. I'm super cold, man. Why do I go on my phone and I do something completely different? I'm freezing. It's 66 degrees in here. And it's 66 degrees upstairs. That means that it's like 60 degrees down here. I need it to be hot. I need it to be toasty. And then I'll complain about it being too hot. Also, if you guys want to go and follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on X. That link should be somewhere in the description. Probably about 12 trillions if you stake all 50. Wait, trillions if you stake all 50 things I'm invested in. Or if you take, I don't know why I said stake. At least 3.5 trillion. Man, it's 28 degrees here, and I'm in Florida. You're from Florida, and it's 28 degrees. That's super cold. I can't. It's cold here. I don't know what it is outside, but Alexa, what's the weather outside? The current weather is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 21 degrees. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 36 degrees and a low of it's 21 degrees and it's a high of 36 degrees. It just made me more cold thinking about it and hearing it. Um, -3 in the UK, freezing. It's below freezing. It's Brian Armstrong's coin. It's up about 40% from last week. Well, that's fantastic that Brian Armstrong has a coin and that it's up that much. I thought he had like Ben or something like that. Wait, sorry, that's Ben or Ben something, whatever his name is. Brian Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase. Why did I get them confused? Um, and you talked about, I forget what the position was, research coin or something like that, right? Yeah, I think we looked at it for a little bit. Research. Am I spelling this right? I think we looked at it for a little bit, which is currently at a $21 million market cap. Isn't it on any other places yet, or is it still just on Uniswap? That's great to see. I mean, any type of movement. I hate the fact that it has a crazy amount when it comes to the circulating supply. Not a crazy amount, like it's 1 billion, but you still have a lot that's out there. Meaning that when you're using the cryptocurrency for research and being able to fund, that means that you're typically selling coins for research purposes. Just like if you had like a foundation that you're funding or something like that, all of those things you're selling certain cryptocurrency plays or certain coins or tokens in order to do the research or maintain the foundation or something like that. And sometimes that's built by donations, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm not saying that this 100% will be the case. And you understand that this can have a lot more growth potential. It's just, why wouldn't this be like a base chain coin instead of an Ethereum? I mean, I guess they run through ERC20, but why wouldn't this be a base chain coin? Imagine having boy in your name and having gray hair. Hey Matt, have you seen or do you know anything about Luna getting burned? For like the beginning of December for November's volume. I mean, I haven't heard that it wasn't going to happen. I'll say that. I didn't hear that it wasn't going to happen. I didn't hear that it was going to happen. I reached out to Richard Tang. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. And he didn't respond to me, obviously. But I don't know if he necessarily knows what's going to happen. I would imagine it's going to continue at least to the end of the year. But then when it gets to the new year, maybe he'll have um, a different mindset. So I would imagine that yes, um, you are going to see a burn. That's what I'm assuming. And when we do see that burn, I want to know what that number is going to be. Oh, it's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. It's 26 degrees. Either way, it's still cold. All right. Is there any trick to? Yeah, I read that. How about Chronoswap on Chronos? Can it be like Uniswap or PancakeSwap on the Chronos chain? I mean, it can. It's just going to be a smaller version of it unless Chronos really does build heavily. Because obviously, Ethereum is huge. Uniswap, everything that's happening there, that's big, right? You can see a lot of activity that happens on there. PancakeSwap, same deal, right? The BNB chain is huge, and I believe you can swap Ethereum as well. But the BNB chain is huge. A lot of coins, a lot of creation that's happening on there, and a lot of movement. So in order for you to do it before it gets listed on any type of an exchange, to do it on really the DEX side and swap things that you want to swap, that's how you do it. So I would imagine that yes, while we have, if you do have something that becomes like really big, like let's say the meme coin of the Chronos chain, which I don't know what it will be, then yeah, it could be something that makes it super popular. I just talked about a Bitcoin ETF, the position, which I currently should have some in my wallet because I bought some. or maybe not. Should be somewhere. But I did just talk about BTC ETF. What's going on here? Getting a lot of notifications. What are those notifications? What are they? Have you, let's see. Do you mean BTC ETF? What did I say? Yeah, over here, BTC ETF. I got an ad for it on CoinMarketCap. So you have 2 days, 20 hours, 13 minutes, and 15 seconds um, later. And I purchased about 20,000 of them. It's currently sitting at about the amount of USTC that has been raised has been about $2 million. It looks really, really interesting. And the moment I saw it, I was like, yeah, this looks really interesting. And the ads that they're putting out, the marketing, phenomenal. I have 5,000 of them. That's fantastic. Yeah, I got like 20,000. And you can buy, actually, if you wanted to, you can buy with BNB. You can buy with USTC. I believe I bought with BNB, but right now I have my Ethereum wallet up, so that's probably why it's giving me a certain thing there. But let's see what's happening with Terra Classic USD right now. So it did hit a high today of a really approaching that 6 cent level before decreasing a little bit, and now sitting at about 5.4 cents, still up 36%. So it's great to see. Terra Luna Classic, let me go back here. Terra Luna Classic is sitting around that 3012 level, and really kind of it's slowly growing. You're seeing the positive movement rather than the negative movement like you are seeing with Terra Classic USD and how that's pulling back. You're seeing more positive movement for a Terra Luna Classic, and how that is consistently increasing and showing like a gradual gain. So where is that located? Do you want me to put the link in the chat? If they hit $1, I'm just under 5K. I just bought with ETF so I could stake them. Or you bought with ETH so you could stake them. Oh, you got it, Matt. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I'd like to see the link as well. Okay, the link to this. This is free advertisement for them. But I'll put the link in the chat. I feel like they may be a legit one. A real legit one, honestly. Ooh. All right, so we got 216 people that are here. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate it. I really do. I need to do some like shoulder presses or something. And thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate it so very much. Everybody on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, on Twitch, on Kick. I appreciate all of you guys for being here and doing everything that you do. I am super cold and I need some of that heat. Just a little bit. And it's blowing down right here. It's just still freezing. It's like once it blows down, the heat just rises, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna stay out of the basement. Hey Matt, talk about Elmo. I haven't talked about Elmo in a while, but Elmo still has a lot of potential, and what they're doing is, is great. The amount that they're burning off is fantastic. Obviously, a lot of people have saw my or seen my video where, I want to be able to work with, if I'm going to work with, a crypto project, I want to make sure that that is kind of move your studio upstairs. I have no room upstairs. I used to have my recording studio upstairs, but then Harper was born, and then Hayden was born, and now I don't have the studio up there because it would be, as I get up super early, it would be too much, right? They would hear too much. They would wake up, and then it would be like a big problem. But as long as I have my studio down here in the basement, I have so much of a space in order to do so. And if Hayden needs to be back here while she's eating breakfast and watching TV, she can do that, and we can talk, and we can still chat it up and see what's happening with cryptocurrency. I like my studio down here. I like the amount of space that I do have. I don't like all the wires though. I do need to find a way to fix that. I should probably do that today. Hey Matt, do you think that there's an actual way that you can trade? Wait. Do you think that there's an actual way that you can trade crypto? I lost at least 400 trying to do Coinbase trade. I missed out on a lot of money just by not actively watching or falling. So there is a way you can day trade. A lot of people day trade crypto, if that's what you're talking about. A lot of people day trade crypto. I haven't found the strategy for me that would work for me yet. And I know there are a lot of people that have a strategy for them to where they can actively trade crypto and make a ton of money from cryptocurrency. The issue that I deal with is that it's not the same as the stock market. In the stock market, you'll be able to predict a lot of these things, especially making the major movement in just investing during the beginning of the day, right? I know a lot of people will say stay away from the beginning of the day, but you invest towards the beginning of the day, or trade during the beginning of the day, because that's where you have the most like active movement within a position. So if it goes one way, you play the bounce. If it goes against you, then oh well, you lose $20, and now you can start trading with even more strategy during the day and finding different low points, or finding different high points and shorting it. But it's so much easier when you find the right move in the beginning stages. So if something has a pre-market pivot or something, then you could see that pre-market pivot where it's dropping down, or it's increasing or whatever, and it completely pivots, or it's decreasing and it pivots and goes the other way. That could always be an option, but you also set yourself with a stop loss, right? So if you lose $20, you get out of the position. If you end up gaining $100, you get out of the position, you stop trading for the day. That's just how that goes. With a crypto market, you're not really setting that very easily, because there's no open, right? It's always open. You never have a moment where you have a rush of people that are coming in. So the only time you can actually see something where you would actively have that much movement all the time would be trading at like 1 a.m. till, I guess 3 to 5 a.m. would be that time. But it's still not like a 100% always thing. Matt, do you find that your views are increasing on YouTube? Maybe a bullish sentiment? Yes, I do find that views are increasing on YouTube to certain things only. If you start to see views that are increasing across the board, then yes. But when views are just increasing on certain sectors, that means that certain places are just popular at the moment. So if I make a video on top 5 cryptocurrencies and it gets like 5 or 10,000 views, that's how you know that a lot of people are very, very interested in crypto and they want to see cryptocurrency fly. However, if I post that video and it gets like 1,000 views, it's like that's probably not telling me that the cryptocurrency market is, flourishing or has a lot of interest in it. So yes and no, right? I'm getting a lot of views or a decent amount of views, but it's not coming from everything. When it comes from everything, that's how you know. When it comes from specific things, it's just because of that specific thing. I know crypto and stocks can be stressful. I'm having breakfast right now, and you all should too remember to drink water and try to relax. Don't overthink it. True, I don't drink enough water. I've always noticed that. I actually wanted, and hopefully I can reach out to them. Maybe they can sponsor the live streams. I wanted, a drink sponsorship. I reached out to Prime to get a drink sponsorship. I reached out to Celsius a while ago to get a drink sponsorship. Maybe I can reach out to Air Up because they have like water bottles that do like scented water bottles. Maybe I can reach out to them to see with their it's not technically a drink sponsorship, but a bottle sponsorship that they'll see every single day as I am on live stream with my Air Up water bottle, right? So Air Up, if you're watching this or if anybody can send it to them, feel free to go ahead and, you'll have 200, 300, maybe even upwards of thousands of people that are on a live stream to where we can have that sponsorship. A water sponsorship sounds good. I think that's true. A water bottle sponsorship. I don't ever eat breakfast, so I don't need to eat breakfast. There's sometimes where I will eat if I'm cooking the kids breakfast and I'm putting in all that effort, I'm eating some breakfast too, right? If I'm making them some sausage, some eggs or something, or whatever, yeah. I don't know why this hurts like right underneath not like hurts as in like pain, but like maybe like workout pain, like muscle pain. Thoughts on Kadena, please. I really don't have many thoughts on it. I think I've looked into it like a couple of times. Let me scroll up here. But currently you're seeing this position. Again, it's one of those positions that will be, maybe a bigger player for some people, but not a bigger player for everything. Kind of like how Jasmine may be my thing in the, 100, 200, $300 million market cap level. And then other people may not see that as an opportunity at these levels. But for Kadena, it currently sits at a $155 million market cap with $3 million worth of volume, about $4 million worth of volume, actually. You're looking at the volume to market cap ratio of 2.5%. I would say the thing that I'm worried about, again, would always be the dilution. I hate seeing dilution into a position because then now you have to factor in the fully diluted market cap. It's like you investing into a stock knowing that they're going to add more stock or dilute your position. Kind of like what happened to Edward Savrin, right? Even though he ended up making out on the deal, he basically had like 1 million shares of stock, but they issued like multiple millions of dollars, multiple millions of shares worth of stock, and they diluted his position from 30% all the way down to 0.03%, which either way, 1 million shares of Facebook or Facebook at that time and Meta right now would be worth a hell of a lot, right? You're looking at upwards of like $300 million, but he's a billionaire at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But the point is that I don't want to be diluted because there's nobody saving me. There's no lawsuit that I'm going to have against them. Like I willingly invested into this position knowing that they have the chance to dilute the position. You know what I mean? So that's what I see within it. And I would say when it comes to opportunity, it looks like it has some opportunity to grow. But again, are are you seeing any dilution? No, you're not seeing any dilution here. And this is back from 2021. So that's good to see, to know that they didn't add any of the supply, but I would have loved to see them add that supply here. And then now there's no more dilution. Then it opens up the opportunity. How's your krill position going? Actually, I'm not even logged into Coinbase. Let me log into Coinbase and then bring Coinbase over here. Coinbase. Am I logged in? I think I'm already logged in. See, that's why I like Coinbase. They always keep you logged in. Kraken logs me out every single time. If I'm away from it for like an hour, no, they log me out. Coinbase, I could be logged in a week from now. Like, that's just how that goes. Like, when it says keep me logged in, it's like it keeps me logged in. So my krill position currently is sitting at 28 cents. Or it's sitting at 28 cents. I'm down $1,400 on it. I have 2,700 that's currently in the balance. I have 10,000 krill, and I think this is going to be a big play. I know that this was running for a little bit. Like, if we look at the last week, we can see that this did hit a level of like 35 or 36 cents is what it shows here. 36 cents before decreasing pretty quickly. But it's currently sitting at a $10.6 million market cap. I believe that this is going to be a big play. That's just my opinion, right? This is a play that I have. And I'm not saying that anybody else needs to just actively invest into it, but you can buy it on Coinbase, which is great because you have an S tier exchange, right? I'm going to stop using tier 1 exchanges. I feel like tier 1 is below Binance and Coinbase. And, you know, tier 1 would be things like KuCoin, CDC, Kraken, those ones, right? Where you have a larger push and a larger value, but it's not the top 2 exchanges, right? S tier exchanges are Binance and Coinbase. Kraken timer sucks. Yes, it does. So yeah, this is where this sits, and my cost basis on this is about 45 cents. So once it grows above 45 cents, I'll have that net value of at least $4,244, at which, when it does get to a level of $1, that'll be worth $10,000, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to sell at $1. I most likely will sell something when it reaches a level of, let's say $2 or so. When it reaches that level, that's probably where I will take my first chunk, and the chunk being my initial investment. And $2 at that moment, like right now, or at $1, it would be worth a $38 million market cap. $2, it would be worth about a $80 million market cap. So it can grow a hell of a lot from where it is right now. I believe it can be worth upwards of like $300-400 million, maybe even a lot more than that as time goes on, especially as you see maybe even more releases on exchanges. Because if you go on Krill, if you go to a coin market cap and you look at Krill, you would see the places that it's available on. Yes, it only has $254,000 worth of volume, not the most popular position. And the volume to market cap ratio, I mean, you're looking at a 2.4% volume to market cap ratio with 77% of the supply that's out there. Now, the markets that's available on, you have Coinbase, you have KuCoin, you have Gate.io, BitBuy, or Bybit, you have Crypto.com, and you have LA Token. You only have 9 different places that is available on. Wait till it does get everything, where you have Kraken as well. Coinbase would have been that Coinbase pump, which it did have, and it pushed it all the way up to $5. So if we look at the history of where this has been, again, it pushed it all the way up to this level of about $5. I believe it was $5. And the market cap at this point was $174 million market cap. I think that this can be worth so much more, and I can't wait to see that flourish, because again, I have 10,000 krill, and I think it'll be big. And I talked about that. I put out a tweet recently, um, talking about these two positions, farm and krill, and how they're going to be, some pretty big bangers in the bull market. Let me see. You never did look at what Rabbit X? Is that what you wanted to? So RBX currently sitting at a $31 million market cap, $5 million worth of volume. You're seeing the markets that's available on CoinX. Not really many markets right now, but does see $3 or $4 million worth of volume, which is great. And seeing that all in Uniswap is fantastic. It does have 25% of the supply that's out there, meaning that you have a lot of potential chance for dilution that's there. But with 1 billion total coins, it's not really a ridiculous level that it would need to get to. $110 million market cap if it can be popular. Now, I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it does. But let's check out maybe a little bit of the history, or at least let me check out what the history is. All history. We've seen this from May of 2023, where it's pretty much has surpassed the all-time highs that it has seen, and now you're seeing this at 11 cents. So, I mean, I don't really know where it will go because the history doesn't really tell me much, and what it's supposed to ultimately do. But I can say it looks interesting for the amount of volume that you could see with the limited places that you have to buy it. It's brand new. Yeah, I mean it's definitely like over a half a year old. Um, so seeing the markets that it is on, I'm not saying that it's a complete negative. That's you know that's a negative against it. No, I mean it is new. You do have multiple exchanges that it is available on, and seeing again $4 million flow through Uniswap is fantastic. Just imagine what the volume is going to be when you actually get on a tier 2, tier 1, or S tier exchange. Where the heck is I was just on There we go. For some reason the chat's not popping up for X. So I don't know if anybody has said anything. For some reason the chat didn't pop up. So feel free to, type it out again. It's a derivatives and perpetuals exchange for traders. Interesting. Global perpetuals exchange built on the Starknet. RapidX is the most secure and liquid global derivatives network, giving you 24/7 access to global markets anywhere in the world with a 20x leverage. Yeah, it's fantastic. Again, as an investment though, I'm just always concerned with only the dilution portion of it. Now, could I have made an investment into this? Probably. I'm not looking to buy any newer positions, but does have some form of interest and can gather some interest. But just like every position has some sort of a question mark. And that question mark can be answered throughout time. And will it be answered with you involved in that position? Probably you. But the next person, maybe not. Why does it keep my my camera keeps doing weird stuff over here for the Sony camera? The one over on Rumble, it keeps like trying to focus. And it's not really doing it. It's not really doing a good job. Oh, shoot. You know what? Let me go upstairs. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Here, sit down. Sit down. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'll hold your oranges so you don't eat them. And whenever we get to, what were you watching, Louis? What, turning red? We'll have to rewind. Oh wait, is that not on? Yeah, it's fall off and I see the water. I'll control that. Let me know when you're done with your cereal, okay? I'll give you your oranges. All right. All right. So, let's get back on the screen. How's everybody doing right now? How many people are here? So we got 135 people that are still here. 240 people or 240 likes. Bluey and cereal kind of morning. Yeah, she wants to watch Turning Red, actually, not Bluey. I hope you're well, Matthew. Good afternoon. Yeah, good morning for me. Good afternoon for you. USDC made Dogecoin look like a joke. Why did it make Dogecoin look like a joke? In what world did it make it look like a joke? I gotta fix this camera. Give me a second. I think that might be a lot better. It's not looking to focus and, we're kind of good. Let me know if that looks a lot better. On Rumble, at least. On YouTube, it's still the same thing. What's crazy is, though, like, this camera looks fantastic compared to the amount of sway and lag that you have on the camcorder. And like I said, I think it's just a setting issue, but this just looks amazing. I might end up using that camera from now on as long as it lasts. So far, it has lasted about 2.5 hours, so that's good. Yeah, we got 120 people here, and we got 245 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We also have 25 people that are over. Looks good now. Okay, great. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, it looks a lot better. The color looks better. Everything looks better. I think it was because it was trying to focus on like picture mode instead of being on video mode. So now with it being on video mode, how long will it truly last? Is it going to burn a lot more because it looks like it's better quality? So we'll see. We will see. Let's see what's happening with Terra Luna Classic. Right now, Terra USD, I don't know if this is a glitch in any way, because I know yesterday they were talking about how we saw like some glitches. Let me transform this, make sure this looks a little bit better. Transform. Why can't I transform that? Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening there. Whatever. You still can see me, so it works. But Terra USD is currently sitting at about 5.1 cents. Hey, didn't eat your food. Are you eating the marshmallows? Do you like the marshmallows or no? You don't like the marshmallows. Okay. Well, that's weird. I don't know a child that doesn't like marshmallow and cereals. Or cereal, not cereals. But anyways, Terra Luna Classic or Terra Classic USD is at 5.1 cents. It has since decreased from the level of 5.8 cents, and we're seeing it kind of significantly down from where it was. So breaking through this, creating a lower high, a lower low. Um, so we'll have to monitor that throughout the day. We also have Terra Classic, or sorry, Terra Luna Classic, that is starting to dive a little bit. Um, as well. And what's crazy is the market is not really negative. So playing catch up with the market is not really an excuse today. It's just maybe seeing a little bit of a retracement from that larger push that you did see, that really came around 12:30, p.m. yesterday. And then continued all the way until about 8 p.m. And then now you start to see it kind of level out before decreasing, which honestly, as it has that much of a gap, right? That much time in between, while it's consolidating, you shouldn't see as much of a pullback because it's consistent movement, right? Is the chat very delayed? It shouldn't be. I hate marshmallows and cereal as a kid. The milk made them hard. Doesn't the milk make them soft? I mean, it's never made them hard for. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had them in a while, but Count Chocula, that's what she's eating. The Count Chocula cereal, that's my favorite. Never mind. I paused earlier. Um, but yeah, I think Count Chocula is my cereal, man. I love Count Chocula. Anytime it's that time. I mean, it's not the same the way that it used to be, but whatever. Or at least doesn't hit the same at least. What is Bitcoin ETF and how will it help to increase Bitcoin's price? So I don't think Bitcoin ETF will help increase Bitcoin's price, but what it will do is, be a position that kind of tracks the availability or the process of, the ETF, so the ETF process. So mainly going through the entire ETF process there, as you see the approval, when it is approved, it creates a dynamic to help out BTC ETF by burning off some of the supply, decreasing the fee that you have there, and then also getting all the way to a point to where 25% is burned off and zero the fee that you do have. So it gives you that ability to see the decrease in the supply instead of seeing an increase in a supply like you've seen over so many different positions. So honestly, it gives you that different dynamic of burning off the supply and being deflationary rather than being, inflationary like a lot of projects are. Breaking Binance announces new trading pairs USTC to FD/USD and USTC slash TRY, things will start heating up for LUNC. I don't know if that's. I mean, I think things will start heating up for Terra Luna Classic, but I don't think that's like a major thing unless we can see a lot of volume that flows through those trading pairs. Like if it's a trading pair of like somebody finally opening up a trading pair of like USDT to USTC or USDT to Terra Luna Classic, then yeah, you see the major movement because that trading pair, people would like to see that. They would like to have that and they would like to go through that transaction. But however, if you have a certain trading pair that doesn't really receive a lot of volume, it may not be something that has a larger impact. But still positive news either way. Hayden, eat your cereal. Oh, Hayden, your spoon. A bigger bite than that. That's a small bite. Good morning. What do you think about Bone? I'm not really the biggest fan of Bone. And the reason is because it's created by that ecosystem dev team. And this ecosystem dev team just, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way in the things that they're doing. They want to claim that they support Shiba Inu in the best ways and all of the ways, but they don't. They've never have supported Shiba Inu, and they keep claiming that Shiba Inu is king, but it doesn't act like a king to them. Or it, they don't act like Shiba Inu is actually king, you know? All right, guys. So you know what? We're gonna continue this live stream over on Rumble, and actually, let me see my Coinbase account or something that's there. You know what? I'll be giving away some cryptocurrency. Hopefully, we can hit 500 followers on Rumble. Currently, we're sitting at a level of 450. Or sorry, 447. We still haven't moved from this 447 mark. Or you know what? We're just going to continue the live stream over on Rumble. If you want to go over there and be a part of it, we have 150 people on YouTube and we have 28 people that are over on Rumble. So if you want to join me and continue for the next 30 plus minutes, or even as we go into the market, I do plan on buying more in the stock market. I really don't know how long we'll go, but feel free to join me on Rumble. The link to Rumble is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat, and we'll continue the live stream over there. Thank you everybody for watching on YouTube. Anybody that is a member, anybody that has subscribed, I appreciate you guys. Anybody that's comment and that's a moderator, that's just supports me in a way. I appreciate you guys. But we're going to go ahead and stop this live stream. We'll still be live on X. So the two people that are watching on X, you continue to watch. But people that are on YouTube, migrate over to Rumble. I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the videos later. See ya.